Tonight, from Oakland, California, it's a special Christmas night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady and the home team versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm about storylines and our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First down. Here's Burrow. So it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Bengals.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running.
The 35-yard line.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
15 yards.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On first down, Brady. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Option play, and Brady's going to hang on to this. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it. Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. On 2nd and 15 now. Brady, slant to Adams.
Complete to Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On 2nd down, Burrow, throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
8 yards.
That one a first down pickup of 8. From the gun to give to Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He was brought down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Burrow will throw. Caught right side, Tate. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Complete to Auden Tate. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And pressure gets to him again. Vita Vea, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go, but you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And Tate's got it. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 30, 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Burrow to throw on second down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 12-yard line. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Kelly looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Bengals 10. Buccaneers 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Brady now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as
brings up 2nd and 11. At the
on 2nd and 11 now. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing up,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. It's moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
42-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7 trying to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd and goal.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually. So so a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
1-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Brady
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Adams. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
84. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Brady's throw there complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Complete to his tight end, Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He'll keep it himself. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Vita Vea in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Burrow. Slant pass to Bull. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. On 1st down, Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Here's Brady. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Tom Brady sacked.
To try again after the sack. Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brady's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
The Bengals take over 1st and...
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Over the middle, complete to Tate. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
The 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now he's stripped. He lost the football. But it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Defense.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Now the crash of Brady's here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Escapes this, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And the man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Logan Wilson in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From midfield, here's Brady. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, but he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down.
For Auden Tate. It's 3rd.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Brady saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 30. They'll work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. He's got his man on the crossing route. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And he finds Howard complete. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He'll look to throw. It's and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. at their own 30.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 13-10, 25 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now it's Burrow. The kick here is complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Shakes off the save. And in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,